Luka Doncic is an anomaly to modern basketball. In a league dominated by fast, high-flying athletes and high-impact defensive specialists, Luka stands out as a player who lacks both. He's not fast and he's not a lockdown defender by any means. But Luka has firmly established himself as one of the best players in the NBA by playing his own brand of basketball. His play style completely contradicts what scouts traditionally view as an elite-level prospect in the modern NBA. Scouts nowadays dazzle over a freak athlete with elite-level size, or a prospect with an insane vertical, lightning-quick speed, and defensive versatility. Luka has none of these attributes, yet somehow manages to be arguably the most dominant player in the NBA. Luka truly makes us question the standard and rethink what it truly takes to dominate in basketball. So in today's video, we'll break down how Luka Doncic is able to dominate without relying on groundbreaking speed, athleticism, or elite defensive skills. Luka is unlike almost any other modern NBA superstar. When you look at some of the best young players in the NBA, you have Zion Williamson, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, all elite-level athletes. The NBA has long been a showcase for the world's most gifted athletes, where speed and agility reign supreme. Luka, on the other hand, doesn't fit that mold at all. He's not blowing by defenders with a quick first step, and he's not shutting down opponents on the defensive end. It's like he's playing a completely different game from everyone else. He's not adapting to the standard of how most NBA players dominate. He's done it in his own way. He led the league in scoring this past season, averaging just shy of 34 points per game, had a 73-point game, and 21 triple-doubles. He also carried his team to their first NBA Finals appearance in 13 years. This paradox raises an important question. How does a player with such a lack of speed and defense dominate in the NBA? There are many reasons for his dominance, but the first one is his remarkable ability to control the tempo. Basketball is often a game of speed and transition, but Luka plays at his own pace. Whether it's slowing down the game in half-court sets or methodically probing the defense, Luka dictates the flow of the game. Unlike most superstars who rely on explosive speed or overwhelming athleticism, Luka thrives by dictating the pace to suit his strengths. His unbelievable ability to change speed and direction with the ball in his hands keeps defenders perpetually off balance. Even when he's playing at what looks like a slow pace, it's intentional. By controlling the tempo, Luka forces defenders to be off balance and play his game rather than allowing them to speed him up. Luka uses subtle hesitations, quick shifts in pace, and unpredictable footwork to create separation and manipulate defenders into making mistakes. Whether he's driving to the basket, setting up for his signature step-back jumper, or orchestrating the offense from the perimeter, Luka remains in total command at all times, moving the game at his preferred pace. By mastering this control, he can neutralize quicker defenders, making his seemingly slow style deceptive and incredibly effective. This tempo control, combined with his elite decision-making and craftiness, is what makes Luka nearly impossible to guard, despite lacking the blazing speed of other superstars. This aspect to his game that he's mastered comes from the influence of European basketball, which is most evident in Luka's game. The slower, more methodical approach is a hallmark of the European game, which emphasizes spacing, ball movement, and tactical play over raw athleticism. Luka's blueprint to his excellence is his ability to control the tempo, but combining this ability with his mastery of the nuances of the game is what makes him so exceptional. And when I say nuances, I mean attributes like his basketball IQ and his footwork. Let's break it down. Luka's understanding of the game is at an elite level. He sees plays 2 steps ahead, making him a step ahead of everyone else. Luka's not just playing the game in real time, he's predicting and reacting to what will happen next. His court vision is remarkable. He spots passes and opportunities that others simply miss, whether it's a cross-court dime to a shooter in the corner or threading the needle through traffic. Luka's passing is surgical. His ability to manipulate defenses with his eyes, his dribbling, and subtle head fakes is almost like a chess grandmaster, baiting opponents into making the wrong move. You can see how defenses struggle against him. They're constantly on their heels, unsure of what he'll do next. Another one of Luka's greatest strengths is his footwork. He doesn't need explosive speed because he's a master of balance and positioning. Whether it's using subtle pivot moves, change of pace dribbles, or crafty step backs, Luka knows exactly how to create space even when he doesn't have a speed advantage. Take his step back jumper, for example. It's become one of the most lethal weapons in his arsenal, even though defenders know it's coming. Luka's footwork is so refined that he still manages to create just enough separation to get his shot off. While Luka may not be the fastest, he's deceptively strong. At 6'7" and over 230 pounds, he's built like a power forward, but plays like a point guard. He uses his strength to shield the ball, bully smaller defenders in the post, and absorb contact when driving to the rim. Luka understands how to leverage his size to his advantage, whether it's finishing through contact, drawing fouls, or simply controlling the space around him. His ability to back down defenders in the post and hit fadeaways or kick out to open shooters is another way he punishes defenses. It's all about using his physical gifts in a way that complements his elite skill set. Luka is also an elite shot maker. He can score at all three levels, at the rim, mid-range, and beyond the arc. But what makes him truly special is his shot making under pressure. He's hit numerous game winners and clutch shots, often with defenders draped all over him. Luka's shooting mechanics aren't the textbook version you'd expect, but they work for him. He's comfortable taking off-balance shots, leaning jumpers, and contested step-backs. His ability to score in a variety of ways makes him incredibly difficult to defend. Now, we've addressed his lack of speed and athleticism and how he's been able to be effective without it. But let's talk about the other elephant in the room, his defense. It's often cited as his biggest weakness. He doesn't have the lateral quickness to stay in front of elite guards, nor is he a shot blocker or a defensive anchor. However, labeling Luka as a bad defender is an oversimplification. While he's not a lockdown defender, Luka is a highly intelligent one. He knows how to position himself, play passing lanes, and use his size to contest shots. He's also an underrated rebounder, often grabbing defensive boards to start the break himself. Luka's defensive limitations are real, but he compensates with his IQ and physicality. He's also shown flashes of being a capable team defender, especially when he's fully engaged. In today's NBA, where defensive schemes rely heavily on switching, Luka's shortcomings aren't as glaring as they might have been in previous eras. The key here is that Luka doesn't need to be a great defender to dominate. His offensive impact is so significant that it far outweighs any defensive liabilities. Beyond his skill set, Luka possesses intangibles that separate good players from great ones. His leadership, poise, and mental toughness are qualities that Luka has in abundance. Despite being just 25 years old, Luka has carried himself like a seasoned veteran since entering the NBA. He's not afraid of the big moment. In fact, he thrives in it. Whether it's hitting clutch shots in the playoffs or taking over games when his team needs him most, Luka has a fearlessness that elevates him in critical situations. His competitive spirit is also undeniable. Luka hates losing, and that mentality drives him to continuously improve. We've seen him evolve his game year after year, adding new moves, refining his shot, and improving his conditioning. Luka's success is more than just a personal story. It's a challenge to the conventional wisdom of the NBA. For decades, the league has prioritized athleticism, speed, and defense as the pillars of greatness. But Luka's dominance shows that there are other paths to being truly elite. His game is a reminder that basketball is fundamentally a skill-based sport. Of course, athleticism is important, but it's not everything. Luka's rise is a testament to the value of basketball IQ, skill development, and understanding and mastering the nuances of the game. He's redefined what it means to be a superstar in the modern NBA. Luka's career is still unfolding, but one thing is clear: he's already carved out a unique legacy. By mastering how to control the tempo, Luka has shown that you don't need to be the fastest or the strongest to be the best. You just need to be the smartest. Luka Doncic is a basketball savant. His ability to dominate without speed or elite defense shows how skill, intelligence, and adaptability can overcome physical limitations. As we watch his career continue to unfold, it's worth appreciating how Luka has expanded our understanding of what greatness in the NBA looks like. Many wonder why these Europeans are coming in and dominating now, especially someone like Luka. It's a testament to their advanced skill development, high basketball IQ, and experience in competitive professional leagues at a young age. Their emphasis on fundamentals, versatility, and strategic play over raw athleticism allows them to seamlessly adapt and excel in the modern NBA. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. And let us know in the comments, where do you think Luka ranks among today's top players? Let us know below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.